You get what I'm saying? So you just gotta be tapped in. Like, you gotta understand that, bro, as soon as you ask for it, my nigga, you got it, bro. And I'm so serious, bro. I'm so serious when I'm telling y'all this shit, bro. I am so serious, bro. As soon as you ask for something, and this is why they tell you be okay, be careful what you ask for. Let me say that. Be careful what you ask for. Don't they tell y'all that shit? Bro, don't they tell y'all that shit? Right? And the simple being is because you plant a seed every single time you ask for something. Now you have to accept that you planted that seed, because if you don't accept that you planted that seed, then that seed can either die out by you throwing less water to that plant, or that seed can die out by you over watering that plant. But if you continue to maintain it, over time it will grow into the plant that it needs to grow into. Hey bruh, this shit a little cricket, bruh. If this shit a little cricket, look, my dog came, well not my dog, well our dog, well it's my uncle's dog, but it's the house dog, came out here, and he came out here, we was playing with the dog and shit like that. But that's besides the point, bro. Listen to the message, bruh. Cool, bro. When I was a kid, my fault, I was trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. When I was a kid, always, like I was saying, like had certain things that I wanted to do as a kid to when I got older. And I asked my mom could I do it, and she told me she would rather me do something else. But later on in life, figured out that I was doing the same things that I was doing or telling myself I was gonna do as a kid. Like, it sounds so crazy, like, and I'm sure there's people out there like that had the things that they wanted to do as a kid, and then they grew up not even knowing that they were doing it. Like, if that makes sense. Like, bro, like, okay, and the reason this happens is because you create, manifest, bring about stuff into reality. But in order to bring about stuff in your reality, you have to create it first in your mind. So as a kid, we have this thing called imagination. They take it away from us when we get into our adult stages, but as a kid, we visualize shit with a deep meaning, right or wrong. Like, I'm sure when you was a kid, you created shit, especially when that phone wasn't in front of you, bro. You was in them coloring books. You was shit making music, probably. You was shit doing so much shit because of your imagination, your creativity. They take that shit away from us. You know why? Because anything that we can create inside of here, we can make it into reality. Now, this is why it's okay. This is why when you see shit that you've been wanting when you were a kid and it manifests into your reality, like you start seeing shit like, damn, like this shit is like this, like, bro, like you it's so hard to kind of like really explain something that really shouldn't be explained because you do it naturally. It's kind of like breathing. It's like, if I'm asking you, if I'm telling you how to do the things that you do naturally, it's like, but you don't even know that you're doing it. It's like how you breathe on autopilot. You probably didn't even understand that there was ways that you can breathe manually to slow down your breath. So it's like how you breathe on autopilot, you don't even, there's ways for you to breathe to achieve certain things. Like, you get what I'm saying? So if you don't know how to breathe properly, maybe when you out of breath, you don't know how to slow down your heartbeat, you don't know how to slow down, you don't know how to control your breathing, so therefore you're out of breath, literally, because you don't know how to control your breathing. It's the same thing when it comes to your imagining shit, like your creativity, your imagination, your just all of that shit that goes tie and tie with each other, because anything that you can think of and hear, you can bring about in the physical. So this is why it's okay, because you have given it to yourself. Everything that you wanted, even since you were a kid, is manifested, brought about, created into your reality because you've given it to yourself. You should understand that. You should understand that there are things that you do here without knowing that you do it, and then shit gets brought about. you should understand, like, damn, as a kid, like, I said I wanted to do this, and then I got it done. But I ain't tell nobody I wanted to do it. I wanted to, even though my mama told me I couldn't be no gamer, I knew in my head that I really had something to share online, regardless if that's giving entertainment, that's spreading positivity. You get what I'm saying? I had a message, and with that understanding as a kid, I brought it about to my adulthood because I can do something about it now. You get what I'm saying? But even as a kid, you still have, it's so crazy because it's like when you grow up, you cannot lose sight of your kid self, because your kid self is so powerful. But as a kid, you're powerless because you have no say-so, so they strip that shit away from you. Bro, I wanna let you know, bro, your creativity, bro, your imagination, all that shit is what manifests, is what brings everything. It starts in here, bro. And it sounds so crazy, like, why does that shit sound so crazy? Like, why does that shit sound so crazy? Like, anyway, because you have given it to yourself. So understand, anything that you ask for, and this is why they say be careful with what you say, what you put out into this universe, what you do, because everything that you ask for, bro, you ended up, and if you mean it, bro, and you understand that your emotions is tied into bro, your emotions is really powerful, because it's like water. Your emotions like flow through you like water, so it's kind of like hard. It's like kind of hard to control your emotions. It's kind of like trying to control the ocean, bro. Like, how you gonna control a body of water? Like, if the body of water feel like destroying your ass, the body of water gonna feel like destroying your ass. If the body of water feel like like giving you nutrients and shit like that, and the body of water gonna give you nutrients and shit like that, nigga. If the body of water feel like, okay, cool, I feel like I'm gonna be calm tonight, I'm not gonna rowdy any, you get what I'm saying? The body of water gonna do anything it want to do. So when in reality, nigga, your emotions are going to do whatever they feel like doing, in a sense, but you gotta understand that you gotta control them. So when you control them, you understand that you can pit that control into stuff that you believe is going to happen in here. And with that emotion, so say like you're very motivated or passionate about shit, let me just take my example. Shit, say I knew I had a message to spread, right? And I'm very motivated, very like, I just gotta get this shit out. I feel ecstatic. I feel motherfucking, I feel, nigga, words that I can't really express because it's an emotion, it's a feeling. Yes, they do put words to these emotions and feelings, but regardless of the words, nigga, you feel a certain type of frequency, nigga, and a certain type of vibration that's going to get you to a frequency level, nigga. So what I'm saying is through the emotion and through the childlike mind state that they rip away from you, that when you're a child, that you can feel like you can achieve anything, that you can do anything. When you see in those superpower movies and shit like that, you're like, damn, bro, I wish I could do that. And you have so much like imagination and creativity and power in your head, but you can't do nothing in the physical, because for one, it starts in the head. So when it starts in the head, you want to express yourself out, and then you tell your parents and shit like that, but then your parents be like, oh no, we can't do that, you know, this is what we are able to do, this is what they kind of like tell you what they can't do, in a sense. Okay, I want to be a gamer. Nah, we can't do that. Like, your creativity, like, damn, bro, I want to be a gamer, bro. I gotta be a gamer. Like, oh shit, like, I bro, when I'm making my own money, I want to be a gamer. I want to do whatever the fuck I want to do. I'ma do whatever the fuck I want to do. And then your mama like, nah, like, like, nah, I'd rather you go to school. I'd rather you do this. I'd rather you do that. Not like you have the creativity and the mindset, like the mindset as a kid to do whatever you want to. But you don't have the power, or you don't have the say-so, or you don't have like that external factor to let you get there and manifest it in the physical, because someone is holding you back. So when you get to when you become an adult at like 18 years, nigga, they've been telling you no. 18 years, everything that you done thought in here, they've been telling you no. You get what I'm saying? So if they've been telling you no for 18 years, and then just out of nowhere, like, you know, you got freedom and shit like that, and then they're like, you know, you can do whatever you want, bro. I advise you to go to college, but in your head, you still got that sight of that little kid, but they don't push that little kid in the back of your shit. Nigga, that little kid ain't there. That little kid gone, bruh. So in a sense, now that you have power on the outside, you don't have no controlling power on the inside. So everything that you thinking of, that they done push these ideas in your head, in the front of your head, and push your kid self in the back of your head, now you thinking that you got to do the shit that's in the front of your head, and everything that you need to do that's in the front of your head is going to manifest. So now you living a whole fucking life that you didn't even want to live. But this ain't even really the, you got to understand this shit so you can kind of understand how you can get control over the kid self back. Bro, you are coming to me to have advice and shit like that. Like, that's cool, bro, but understand that you are the person. Like don't understand that it's okay to go outside yourself for advice, but understand that when you are getting answers from other, not answers, but when you're taking others' advice to a extreme, to the point where you're now living their advice versus you're living your own decision, just understanding that the advice can help you and you take bits and pieces of it, then you will be living someone else's life. And that's usually how that shit go, because when kids have an idea of what they want, you get what I'm saying, like they get it stripped away. And that's just what it is. And then now they ended up living they live in someone else's life and shit like that. And that shit crazy. Like, that shit crazy. Understand that that kid-like self, in a sense, is your highest level. Let's just call it that. Because as a kid, what we all got, a strong sense of love. And love, at the end of the day, is love, bro. And it's so crazy because like I don't know if love is one of the highest vibrations. I know that, like, I don't understand that sense of reality, but I do understand how I feel when I receive love, and as a kid how it affects people when I give them love, because love is so powerful to me. I don't give love to everyone. So when people love me and I don't show love back to them, when I do show them love and support and you get what I'm saying, they thank you. They on some thank you shit. They on some grateful shit, because you get what I'm saying. So understanding that love holds such a powerful power, you get what I'm saying, and as a kid you're full of it. They strip that shit away. They strip that shit away, bruh. Not understanding, like, and this is bro, and this is just on this earth, bro. Like, bro, like, it make you think, like, when you realize that you have full control up here and everything that you think up here kind of unfolds in reality, like, you'll be like, damn. And you can hear me say that, but if you don't understand why or how the shit unfolds, you will be lost, because you won't have the next questions that follow up on it. So my questions was like, damn, like, everything kind of happened how I wanted it to happen. Shit, I was a kid, I wanted to be a gamer, I wanted to spread a message, I wanted to be online, I wanted to talk to niggas, I wanted to play the game, I wanted to, you feel me, I wanted to do whatever the fuck I wanted to do, and what I wanted to do was do this. You get what I'm saying? And it happened. You get what I'm saying? So as a kid, I'm like, damn, or not as a kid, but me being a grown-ass man now, bro. I'm 22, bro. I'm not even, bro, I don't even consider myself grown, bro. I still consider, I am grown as fuck, but to a certain degree I still feel like a kid. And this is what kinda I'm trying to get y'all to understand, that you still feel like a kid, but you can't identify your kid self with the older self, because that thought that's in the back of your head that you're like, nah, you gotta go get some other advice from somebody else before you believe that fucking thought. That shit crazy. Like, that shit is crazy how you would have to go outside of yourself to try to get some reassurance, to reassure how you feel, because you're so used to, out of 18 years, people putting fucking ideas in your head, like, and they pushing your little kid self back, and they like, do y'all understand me, nigga? Like, do y'all understand me? How crazy this shit is? Like, how crazy this shit is? Like how crazy this shit is. And I'm not saying that your parents don't feel like they got the best say so, but it's not even only your parents, nigga. It would be other people, and then you would let those thoughts eat at your own thoughts that's inside your head, eating at the most powerful, potent vibration that's in your head, nigga. That's what I'm saying. Like, as a kid, you're full of love. So with that love, with that creativity, with that imagination, with that kid, right? You're being so harsh to it. You're ignoring it. This is why people don't have faith in themselves. This is why people don't, and I'm not here to bash you, bro. I'm here to bring reality to you. Like, I'm here to help you connect your reality to your mental. In just this video, bro, just this video, because I just want you to have an understanding of how you do, and how you, when you were a kid, damn near everything that you wanted, you done got as you done got older. And if you didn't get it, you didn't really want it. Bro, if you didn't get it, you ain't really want it, bro. And bro, I'm telling you, bro, when you get something, when you ask for something, if you're asking for peace, you're asking for love, you're asking for anything, and first of all, when you're asking for it, you're first asking for it in here. You have to think about it before you say anything. You have to think about everything before you do it. And I'm not saying like with women, it's completely different. With women, bro, it's like, you know, they think through their emotions, and it's because of that ocean, that body of water that I was talking about, bro. How you gonna control that body of water if you don't know how to control it? Like, you gotta understand how to control it. And with women, it's so powerful because they still is, not only is their intuition super high, they're still in touch with that kid. They never leave that kid, bro. That kid, and it's so crazy because some women do have to tap into their logical side more than their emotion side, but with that emotion, like, they're still really heavily tapped into that kid self. This is why woman is more rich than men, because they understand that the money is within inside. All they gotta do is be like, shit, like, I am the money, my body is the money, on some shit, or my creativity is the money. They understand that whatever they put their emotion to, they understand whatever they put their mind to, they gonna get on some shit. But with men, it's a little different. Like, and this is why they say, like, be careful what you say and all kinds of shit. Shit, I don't even know when this shit cut off. So let me just redo this list. I don't know if y'all heard me say this list or not, but I'm gonna start at the list. So just understand you have given it to yourself, and the reason being why you have given it to yourself is because understand that kid, I'd identify it as a kid. Some people identify it as God. Some people identify it as just anything. Like, people can take something that starts within here and extract it from them, saying that ain't no way I'm this, so I need someone to bless me with it. People sometimes understand that this started here, so they identify this with them. Some people call it like a higher vibe, like a higher frequency. Like, I'm on a higher frequency. I reached enlightenment. That's what it's called. Like, some people identify it with their kid-like self, and I identify what is allowing me to bring everything that I want into my reality. I am identifying that as my kid self, and simply because my kid self like, I can't even like this nigga, like, just he's had my back. You get what I'm saying? The whole time. Like, the nigga just been here the whole time, always leading me to where I needed to be leaded to, because of what I wanted, and everything that I wanted, he understood. And it's not even like he's still a kid. He's just it's not the kid, it's who I was when I was a kid. He is still there on some shit like, hey bro, like, don't you remember how you created this? Like, don't you remember how you did this? Like, you could still do this. You could still be your own person. You get what I'm saying? So just understand that regardless of whoever it is that you are thinking that is giving you these things, just understand that it is given to you as soon as you ask for it. And it is given to you as soon as you ask for it, because in here, he gives it to you. So when and it's not it's not to think that he is someone different than you, because if you think that he is someone upside of you, then you will still be trying to chase it. He is giving it to you because he is you. And that's why I identify it as the kid self, because like everything that I wanted, it was from my kid self on some shit, and it's still my kid self that still has that same creativity, that still has that same passion, and still has that same drive to go get the things that he wanted as a kid, just upgraded now into bigger and better things. You get what I'm saying? It's still him. You get what I'm saying? And everything that you think that you're like, oh shit, I like that idea, I want to start doing that, like, he will be like, okay, here you go. If you want to start doing it, here you go. And it will come to you through information. Understand that, like, really understand that. So like, if you want love, understand that it's gonna come to you through information. The information could be anything. So say like you want love, right? Say like, damn, like I wish I could just have some more love. Like I just wish I had so much love, and like, ooh, like I want to be love so I can receive love on some shit. So say like you want love. Understand that in order to receive something, you need to become it, because you can't receive anything that you aren't on the same wavelength as, if that makes sense. So it's like you trying to receive something down here that's up here. You get what I'm saying? You can't do that. You have to be on the same frequency to receive it. So in order to receive it, you need to be on the same frequency. Understand that. So say you want love, you need to first be love to understand love. So when you're trying to understand how to even love to begin with, understand things that bring about love, that's information for you to have and to grow into. You get what I'm saying? So just understand that everything that you want, he will give it to you. And when he gives it to you, my nigga, it will come through information. You get what I'm saying? Through that information, you need to be careful, because anything that you ask yourself, he will give to you. So understand that this nigga is so powerful that even the things that you ask yourself, that even if you just playing, the nigga will give it to you. So like, if you was like to be like just on some funny shit, nigga, I want to die. Like on some shit, and you actually really felt that, but you probably was just trying to mask it up, like with laughter, ha ha ha, I want to die, ha ha ha. But you actually feel like that on the inside, because like I said, you need to have some emotion. When you can control your emotion, right, you can push that emotion to that desire, to that whatever you're thinking about, that creation, that imagination from that little kid that's giving you that imagination. You need to take that emotion, and it's got to be the same emotion, it got to be the right emotion. So like you gotta like push love to that, to whatever you're fucking wanting to manifest. You need to push love to it, because if you ain't putting love into, it's like me having a plant, right? And I'm like, okay, boom, I want this plant, right? This plant, through me just even having this plant, when I'm like, damn, I want this plant, the little kid's like, okay, I'm gonna give it to you. I buy the plant. Now I don't even know what the fuck to do with this plant. I don't know. I've never taken care of a plant before in my life. But understanding that I accepted, first of all, I accepted him giving it to me, because that's you need to understand that you need to accept the shit that you're asking for, depending on what you're asking for, because you don't want to accept anything, because like I said, the nigga within inside is going to give you everything that you're asking for. So with that being said, you need to be careful what you ask for, but as well as being careful what you ask for, you need to understand that you need to accept the things that you're asking for, because you could be asking for something, but if you're asking, you're not putting emotion to it, you're not gonna receive it. If you are putting emotion to it, but you're putting too much emotion to it, you're giving, like if you're putting too much emotion to it, not even realizing that everything that you're asking for, you're already doing, because you already got it. If you're putting too much emotion to it, then that means that you're chasing it, so you never get it. bro, so you have to not only understand that you gotta love what you asking for, and you gotta connect with your inner self, understanding that you're asking for these things. But when you ask for these things, you gotta also understand that you gotta accept it, in a sense of accept where you are. So accept where you are in a sense of, how can I put this? How can I put this? Me trading, this is the only way. All I can do is tell y'all my experiences. So me trading, bro, I asked for consistency. I'm like, bro, I wanted, first of all, I asked for trading. My nigga, the dude inside, like I said, the little kid was like, okay, cool, you want some money, you want to trade, cool, I'm gonna give it to you, boom. Then he was like, or then I was like, in reality, I was like, damn, like, I'm trading and I'm doing a good job, but every single time I do a good job, like, I end up taking it all back. It's like everything that I'm asking for, you're giving it to me, but then you're taking it back, because why? And it was because I was simply chasing it. I was showing too much emotion to what I was asking for, not realizing that I was already giving it to myself. Oh my fucking God, bro, please take some notes. bro, please take some notes. Do you understand me? Let me move this shit more into the sun, because, bro, do you understand me? Do you understand me? Let me say that one more time. You can show emotion to what you want, what you're supposed to be doing, because that's how the damn near magic work on some shit. So, cool, I want to be a vlogger, right? I want to be a vlogger. I'm showing the emotion that I want to be a vlogger through love, so it's going to attract to me quick as fuck. You get what I'm saying? Because I love what I'm doing. When you love what you're doing, you're not going to be worrying about the materialistic aspect point. You're not going to be worried about dropping videos super every single day consistently so I can get the best subscribers. Ooh, you're not going to be worrying about the best video. You're not going to be worrying about all, like, you're not going to be worried. You're not going to be critiquing this shit so heavily, because once you start doing it, at that point you don't love it. You're doing it for a business. So you gotta align everything together. It has to be real emotion. So when I'm becoming this YouTuber, right, and I love what I'm doing and I'm spreading love, and y'all can feel this love within me spreading this shit out to y'all gonna be like, click, subscribe. You're gonna be subscribing to my shit because you understand, you can feel it. You get what I'm saying? But this is just me and you having a conversation. But let's get back to how how everything resonates with each other. So I could be a YouTuber, and I'm like, okay, I want to become a YouTuber. My nigga like, okay, you got the YouTube, there you go, you want to become a YouTuber, there you go. You know what I'm saying? And then he'll give you everything that you need. He'll give you all the information and shit like that. And then as you're entering all this information, right, you're going to become better. You're going to become you're going to continue leveling up with this thing that you just asked for. So within all this information that you're receiving, now you're leveling up, right? But if you're not understanding how you came into this whole thing to begin with, and not understanding that you need to maintain where you are, you get what I'm saying? Then you will lose it, and you will start either crashing out, my nigga, with emotion. That's what crashing out is, just a whole bunch of emotion, like, nigga. So you will crash out in the sense of with emotion, and with this emotion you can either be like, okay, fuck it, like, I was doing good, but now I'm at a stagnant period, I wonder why. Okay, you can either put really too much, like, you can keep driving emotion into that shit, and you're not going to receive it because you're telling the universe that you don't have it. Or you can be like, okay, cool, I'm not gonna put no emotion towards this at all, I'm gonna drop it, I don't want it no more. And that's how people give up on themselves. Or you can find what you even started this shit for, you get what I'm saying? And understand that you need to find that same alignment that you came into this shit with, you get what I'm saying? And understand that you will break through it if you understand. Like, it's so hard to explain, bro. This trading shit, like, and bro, with trading it's the same way. It's like, bro, like with my trading shit, bro, like, bro, let me just, and I'm sorry I had to pick up the camera, bro. Dude, when I was trading, right, I kept trying to get something that I already had, or that I was already giving myself, right? Meaning consistency. So I was like, okay, cool, like I want consistency. But when I lose after me going consistent for 2, 3, 4 days, right? I would lose and I'd be like, damn, I lost. I need to take another trade. I need to take another trade. Letting my emotions, which emotions, like I told y'all, is a body of water. With this body of water, with these emotions, when you, the whole reason you're connecting your emotions with your ideas is because it turns into damn near magic and manifests into the reality. So when you is feeding these ideas with too much emotion, not understanding that you already have it, you're going to crash out. You're going to crash out because you're feeding yourself too much emotion. You get what I'm saying? Like, so therefore you can't even see what you already done gave, like what you already done giving yourself. Like, I really like that's just the best way I can really explain it. Like, it do sound crazy. It do sound crazy, I ain't gonna lie. It do. But you will never understand, or you will never be able to get out of a constant loop with yourself until you understand that you have given it to yourself. The only reason you're in a loop in your life, if you feel like you're ever in a loop, is because you don't understand that you've given it to yourself. The whole reason you even want to know that you're giving it to yourself is because when you realize that you gave it to yourself, then you're like, okay, cool. If I already know what I am in my head, if I already know that I gave this shit to myself already, why am I tweaking out because I don't have it just quite yet in the reality? And when you understand that, you're going to be able to have that frequency, that the emotions inside of your head, allow itself to keep that same emotion and same vibration into the physical, and it's going to allow itself to blossom. It's like if I put too much water inside my plant because my plant wasn't growing enough when I wanted it to grow, instead of allowing it time to grow and for it to manifest into this reality, then I would have overwatered it and killed it. But if I allowed it to properly take the time, because time is crazy, but like bro, if you allow the things to take time and you allow that seed that you planted for yourself to blossom, then it will blossom. But you have to plant that seed inside your head, understand that you planted it because you have it, you gave it already to yourself. So when you're planting it, you're like, okay, this is how it goes, I want this. Your inner self is gonna be like, okay, here's the seed for it, let's plant it. When you plant it, you're gonna be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna water it. Now watering it is like kind of like your emotion in a sense. So if you want to continue watering this plant, right, you're gonna be like, okay, cool, I want to water this plant, and I know that through this information that I have given to myself, I know that I need to water this plant at least once a week. But I know that water helps my plant grow. So if I'm being stubborn and nah, I know water, if my bad, but look, if water and sunlight the only thing that if water and sunlight the only thing that help my plant grow, then I'm gonna be stubborn. I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna make it grow. Now your plant got scars on it, your plant done died because you done overwatered it, you done showed too much emotion to that plant, not already understanding that that plant was gonna grow regardless of, like, you get what I'm saying? Like you're feeding too much emotion into it. You're feeding too much water into it. You're drowning the idea and the thought with emotions, and that emotion is that body of water. Like, you get what I'm saying? So you just gotta be tapped in. Like, you gotta understand that, bro, as soon as you ask for it, my nigga, you got it, bro. And I'm so serious, bro. I'm so serious when I'm telling y'all this shit, bro. I am so serious, bro. As soon as you ask for something, and this is why they tell you, be okay, be careful what you ask for. let me say that. Be careful what you ask for. Don't they tell y'all that shit? Bro, don't they tell y'all that shit? Right? And the simple being is because you plant a seed every single time you ask for something. Now you have to accept that you planted that seed, because if you don't accept that you planted that seed, then that seed can either die out by you throwing less water to that plant, or that seed can die out by you over watering that plant. But if you continue to maintain it, over time it will grow into the plant that it needs to grow into. I just had to find like a kind of like a way that I can explain it to y'all niggas, like in a 3D aspect versus a mental aspect, because I know how niggas like think. Niggas be like, oh, like he's tapping into the mind, this nigga's a wizard. Like, nah nigga, I ain't no wizard, my nigga. I am just able to connect my mentality, my mental to this reality. Like, I've always been the type of person that kind of dissociated shit from my body, nigga. Like, I've always been a person that kind of like felt like I was inside my head controlling my body on some shit, like on some shit. So I've always really kind of never felt like I was here in a sense. So only time I felt like I was here is when I was ever put into like a traumatic state, to where like if I'm like, say like I got a whooping or something, or say like I'm at like a scary movie place or something, or a scary haunted house or whatever, like the only time I really got brought back into reality was when my life was literally in danger, and like I literally had to be present. But any other time, like I'd be in my head. And if you're in your head, if you just like me, bro, you need to understand that you're more inside of your head. So if you can bring those same ideas from outside of your head into the reality, but understand that everything that you ask for is going to happen, you just need to have patience and time, which time is not real, my brother, but it is real in this 3D plane. So you need to understand that you need to follow the guidelines to this. There's rules here. Okay, there's rules here in this world, my nigga. So with the rules being that you need to follow the rules of time, you need to understand that everything that you want, you get it instantly, spontaneous. Like as soon as you ask for it, you get it. Because you give it to yourself, but you're gonna kill that plant that you plant because you're overwatering and you're oversaturating, or shit, you might have just gave up on yourself because you ain't got enough faith. You ain't got enough faith. Let me see if I wrote some more shit down, because this shit crazy. People, look, be careful what you say. Oh, also be careful what you allow into your reality, because anything that you allow into your reality, regardless if it's disrespect or respectful, you saying that it's okay, and with that being okay, you will learn more information and shit with it. So understand, I don't know what the fuck that was, but understand what you're saying is okay and what's not okay, because you will literally manifest it into your reality. So be okay with that as well. Let me see, the last thing I wrote was people get into cycles. My bad, let me come over here because the sun's setting. People get into cycles because they don't even understand that they were given their desired reality. People get into cycles because they don't even understand that they're giving their desired reality to themselves every time, but they don't see it, so they keep giving it back. Bro, people get into cycles because they don't realize that everything that they want, they already give to themselves, right? They already give it to themselves, but because they keep oversaturating it, or they don't have enough faith in themselves, so they walk away from the plant and let it die out, they give the plant and the seed right back. They what's it called when you put something in the ground after? So say like you eat some fruit and you throw it on the ground for it to decompose and shit like that. Basically, that's basically what you did. You just own some shit like, okay, cool, I basically wanted this so I can give it back on some shit, because you don't realize that you've already given it to yourself. Now, my bad if I got something in my nose, bro. Like I was picking my nose on the fucking camera. What the fuck? Look, they're given the desired realities and stuff, but they don't keep giving back, and it gets to the point where they just give up on themselves, like the boy who cried wolf. And basically that's just what I was saying. Like they when you give that seed back so many times because you don't understand that you're feeding too much emotion to it, because you don't understand that you already gave it to yourself, and you give that seed back because you done either gave up on yourself, then you will give up on yourself, like the boy who cried wolf on some shit. Like that nigga that cried the wolf, he was like woof woof, and he did it like 3-4 times back to back in a row and people just stopped. Like people just gave up on him. You get what I'm saying? Like people just gave up on the nigga because he kept saying wolf and it wasn't a wolf. And then when a wolf did come, he died because nigga, everybody gave up on him. Everybody gave up on the seed that was trying to help them. You get what I'm saying? And all them niggas probably died. I don't know the whole story, but yeah, bro. I just wanted to get that information out, bro. Like, I always get on this camera just to spread information, spread positivity, spread everything that I can. The titles might be a little bit off, but I need you to click on the video so you can understand that you are the key here. As a being, you're here for a reason. You just have to understand that that reason is given to you as a kid. When you're a kid, you have so many reasons why you're here. You're like, oh shit, like I have so much shit that I want to do while I'm here. Understand that that same thing, that's not thing, but the same idea, the same creativity, the same imagination, the same everything that you had as a kid is still here. You just need to find it, respect it, understand that it's giving you everything that you want. Because niggas don't do that. Niggas don't think themselves. But nigga, that's besides the point. Hopefully you understand something. Hopefully you could relate. Hopefully you got something out of this video, and I'm out. I love y'all boys.